You are listening to Terrifying True Stories. Tonight's story is a little bit different. It's something we call a campfire story. Campfire stories are stories told to us by people that want to remain completely anonymous or people that physically can't come into the studio. Tonight's story is called The Spirit in My Crawlspace. Jessica grew up in a small farming town in Central California. She lived with her grandmother in the same house that her mom and her aunt grew up in. One Saturday afternoon, she was cleaning out her closet and she noticed the carpet had peeled up in the corner. She went over to fix it and she noticed that under the carpet, there was a small trap door. At first, she was just going to cover it up, but she couldn't resist. As she opened up the door, which she could tell hadn't been opened in a really long time, she could see the crawl space underneath her grandmother's house. And in the light from her bedroom, she could barely make out what looked like a burlap sack wrapped in twine and rope on the floor of the crawl space. She carefully pulled out the filthy burlap and got some scissors and cut off the rope and the twine. As she unwrapped the filthy burlap cloth, she could make out the edges of a board that was about an inch thick and finished in lacquer. As she gently removed the board from the burlap cloth, she could make out some letters and realized it was a spirit board. Spirit boards were very popular in the 1800s, and this is around the time that the Ouija board was invented. They have letters on the front and a pointer that will move to the letters, and they claim that they could talk to the spirits or talk to the dead. She found it a little bit creepy, but she decided to clean it up and save it for a later day. That night, she had some friends over, and they decided to play the spirit board. They carefully put their fingers on the heart-shaped pointer on the board. It did nothing. Finally, someone got up the nerve to ask a question. "Is anybody here?" No response. A second time. "Is anybody here?" Nothing happened. Someone in the group finally said, "This thing is fake." And the pointer immediately slid across the board to the letter B. Then it slid across the board again to the letter I, and then T, and then C, and then H. It spelled out the word bitch. And then it just kept repeating it. B, I, T, C, H, B, I, T, C, H, over and over again. Jessica asked, "Who's the bitch?" And it spelled out M-A-R-I-L-Y-N, Marilyn. The only person they knew named Marilyn was Jessica's aunt. Jessica asked, "Are you talking about my Aunt Marilyn?" The pointer immediately flew to yes. "Why do you think she's a bitch?" she asked. And it spelled out, "Because she put me in a bag under the house 27 years ago." They all instantly pulled their fingers off the pointer and it stopped. They were pretty shaken up, and they spent the rest of the evening trying to forget what happened. The next day, Jessica went to her aunt's house. Jessica's aunt was a very friendly and jovial woman, but when she asked her if she'd ever put anything in the crawl space, her aunt's face turned white. "Please tell me you didn't take out the spirit board," she asked. Jessica wanted to lie, but she didn't. That night, Jessica's aunt showed up at the house with a priest, and he blessed the house and removed the Ouija board and promised to destroy it. From that night forward, every once in a while, Jessica would hear a knock coming from her closet. Next time on Terrifying True Stories, you'll meet a soldier who was stationed on a base that was haunted by things that happened a long time ago. what would you do? If you are enjoying terrifying true stories, follow us. I'm your host, Ryan Azevedo. I'll see you on the other side.